coming out, and hopefully that Phoenix is enough to catch Fnatic by
They played it
surprise.
in the split. C9 played it in, well, split and lock-in. Right,
the most
yeah,
optimal comps. You can't really ask for anything better here on Ascent than what Fnatic is going to be rocking with. Especially what we've seen from the teams, but Heretics are going to have to come out and put on one hell of a fight if they want to force us onto a third map.
Well, here we go. In we go, and see if it does go all the way to 3. Just can't really help but get that feeling that Fnatic have warmed up so much and were so dominant on that last map.
Okay.
That even with this being the Heretics map,
Heretics on defense, Fnatic on attack, as we can see some early mid control.
Here we go.
Let's see what they want to do.
Really, I just want to see
With their comp, this wall makes a lot of sense.
Kellogg's only has the one flash to work with here. And it'll be right around mid, so we can pop this around the corner. It's so fast.
Early dog over towards middle.
To actually turn away from
Did it see this person on the radar? I see no pings here, so I'm going to think that it only saw the jet.
Being able to turn away from that one.
Yeah, Fnatic picked attack.
Very difficult to react to. So I really like the position from him there, putting him over near tree where that sky is too. You can lock down those ways to split into A and B site by having these two flashes on defense.
The patience being shown so far as well. I mean, Fnatic just are not interested in giving them anything in these first 40 seconds. And now comes that push. All it takes is a lick of sound.
This punish could be disgusting.
The smallest bit of interest, and sure enough, there it is.
This is nasty.
This is where it's going to come on through.
Oh, what a shot from Darker.
Anyway, Avova steps out and finds 2.
And he gets out. Avova did great. Nice setup from them. That was pretty cool. Instant punish over towards middle.
And my God, does he get a big bite?
Miraculous that Fnatic even
Still haven't dealt with Killjoy's sight. Do they flood spawn once he gets contact? Oh, the smoke went.
So Heretics are collecting bodies out of Fnatic here.
This looks to be a pretty decisive first round. Really well handled as well. Just had the utility
Nicely
in the right
done.
places.
Okay.
Multiple players ready to capitalize.
Good
off
start
that
from
flash
them.
with the
Nice
break start,
pistol.
really set the tone
Yeah, I
for
thought
the
this was
round.
cool over towards middle.
Once Avova found that 2K. Great start for Heretics.
And we are just going to continue to watch how Heretics
In terms of how they're handling this one, heavy priority in heavy armor, and then just whatever comes they can get.
But I think that even as we go later into the round,
Dude, Avova getting out here
maybe
was
the peeking up of Cat. Maybe
pretty
instead
much
we see
everything
Phoenix
there.
Pop flashing out of a Cat smoke that we see Fnatic throwing there. Different ideas along those lines. Basically stopping those.
Yeah, we used to like, especially for the first map, unless it was like a split, we obviously wouldn't want to start attack on split, but it is nice to warm up your aim and not have as much pressure. That's like the reason that we picked attack sometimes on the first map, just for a warm up. We used to all the time pick defense, and we used to get off to the worst low starts. So yeah, we kind of changed it around. Again, loads of teams have different approaches in terms of how they want to, what sides they want to pick. They all have different reasons. Phoenix, it's a good, like, this is, like, honestly, I think this is an okay comp. Like, I like it. It is going to feel a little bit hard on attack, I think, because Fnatic obviously can just play like all of these angles and you don't have to worry about the recons, but I don't know, they can, in my mind, they can win with this comp. You can make this comp win for sure. There's a lot of stuff that you can do with the Viper with all of this. Like Viper wall with the flash is such a sick combo.
You can't really fault him for it. I like going for the orb play.
30 seconds
even if it
left.
lowers your chance of winning the round, just because it is eco and you want to start stacking up that ult eco.
Deep flash in towards Mixwell, but
Yeah, so they do the... Okay, so they had this one for the pistol, and they fall back to just a retake wall, which again gives you path over towards the site itself. Nice. Oh, really good trades. The recon actually made a big difference here. Guns to pick up, right? Or not? Oh my god, he got a dink there?
And he was very low. A couple of shock darts. He was so effective with those. Back on Icebox.
The recon's there as well for that extra bit of information. All it's going to take now is a little bit of a scan. They know exactly where the last two players are. Admittedly, grouping up together, though, is what you're looking for.
Yeah, they've still just got the Sheriffs, realistically. Weren't able to upgrade into anything. So Vova's going to try and get a huge paranoia. How many does he find? A couple?
Definitely two, but they still find the kill anyway.
Damn, okay, nicely done from Fnatic. Heretics.
Worst case scenario. Heretics get blasted on Icebox, 13-3, then they win pistol with this really creative setup, and then they try to fight through mid with a Phoenix
I
on
agree.
his own.
It just felt...
Just not the look you want to be
It
seeing
felt
from them.
very aggro for a Phoenix with a Marshall. But
Fnatic
it kind of makes sense in terms of like
moving those players. It didn't even come down to the work play from Zerka,
the idea of
which I
it
thought
again
was
is
going to
like
be the difference maker.
they give the Phoenix like full freedom to try and stack up the orbs there, but when you do that it can backfire, and it massively did.
But now Fnatic give themselves a chance to bite back, and we've seen this across both games, to be fair, with real battles following in the second round of each half.
This is what we're going to see more of, though, from Kellogg's. Again, looking for these pop flashes where they can swing.
Yeah, a lot of turret contact flash plays, and it won't take Boast long to realize that's what they're doing.
You've seen the two of them playing together so far around market. Here it's out towards tree. So in the case that the flash doesn't connect through, or even if it does, they've got flash coming in and the paranoia at the same time. All it means is Fnatic are absolutely screwed as soon as they make any form of sound.
There's no way to dodge anything.
Absolutely, you're screwed. Because if you don't get popped at short range by Kellogg's and you've got the Omen coming out from a range, you're half blinded, you're screwed.
It's a really good setup.
Love it.
Fnatic, I'm actually curious because Boaster's been able to find a lurk into A, and he may end up.
Is Boasties just going to walk into A?
It comes on through. Oh man, this could really cause the rotations to come in from Heretics, which allowed Durka pushed all the way up into mid to find a snipe. That's how Boo falls. It's
oh no,
on his own, and it enables
like that.
On lurk. Yeah, Heretics have no money, but that was a bit of a gamble push from Boaster, and it paid off massively.
Yeah. Nice.
Well, you give them an inch and they'll take an absolute
I don't know, it just felt like Boast have a good sense of this.
Up 2-1, and already started out with Durka with his ult online.
Very clean eco from them. Money building up, good bonus. Well, I say bonus, it's not really. Now we just get into normal buy rounds.
I think it's time for Heretics to give
kind of bonus, but
instead focus back towards market and maybe even challenge into main. That round Fnatic played for the very early orb into A main. I didn't quite catch who picked up that orb. But
the golden boot. What would it even be?
Strong towards one side of the map, snag that orb for yourself. Actually, some counter util out of Heretics, not wanting that one to go over. And Durka's playing so quick into the sector. There's 3 players back there.
Trying to make play off these flash coming in, but finding himself traded out on the back of it straight away. But I love the pace that Fnatic are coming with here. Trying to keep Heretics on the back foot, and my God, is it coming out sharp.
Absolutely fantastic. They know Mixwell's back here. The shock darts are coming in. That's half of Mixwell's health gone. Somehow he finds one. Avova was able to get a kill through Market too. And as they're sort of pinched from Market from backside, Leo is forced to drop down onto the site. Mixwell
nicely handled, to be fair. Mixwell did great. Avova did really well.
Big round to make yourself heard as well. We were talking a little bit about the stats on the desk earlier on. I think it was Zeke and Mixwell started 5 and 14 on Icebox. Not the kind of scores you're putting up on the door, but at least starting this one a little bit sharper. 3 and 2 so far across.
Yeah, they have a lot. They have so much money after the eco. Damn, look at that drone. That was so good. Nice tank.
Of those players. And it
didn't even he gets the final tag out as well on that.
The fact that Mixwell found a couple of kills just on his own. It wasn't like Heretics were doing a fantastic job like trading out those.
That looked like a pretty nice B-hit though from Fnatic. Early flash recon site, then they drone up and try and tag people through this.
As well, there were 2 at distance, but he had just full control of jail. Even having time to step back and get a full reload. The Fnatic was so nervous about stairs. It was that classic 2v1 play that we've seen Heretics trying to employ round after round with mixed success so far.
It's interesting to see how Heretics are playing out. Both their flashes in the same place up in mid. Actually spots out the 2 of them.
Again, this trade play again.
And because the knife didn't go super deep, you actually know it's a player market pizza. It's not a deep player CT. They actually hear them rotating out now. Durka taking the chance to step on forward, catches Kellogg with the hot in his hands.
And also goes to stairs as well, but can't quite beat out of over. That would have been one hell of a play to break open the Heretics defense. But for now, things carry on. Heretics.
At least they got the trade.
Some form of control in the 4v4.
They didn't. They just didn't expect him to walk through the smoke, like fully disrespect it.
Stacked on A, all the flashes to fight aggressively towards B. The fact that now Fnatic are moving into this A site that they don't necessarily know yet. The Killjoy and
flash over towards middle clears it.
40 seconds on the clock.
So they're going to feel pretty confident to keep this 2-person stack.
And this is going to force Fnatic to act quickly and maybe go through those mollies.
Wall Molly's down.
About 3 rounds as well to make use of the paranoia plus flash, but now
it's both players. That's huge!
That's all you need for the info, but can they make anything happen off the back
of it? Good shot coming through,
make that 13 that he's now hit across both maps, but it's Chronicle stepping forward.
Damn, they handled this one. Boaster did good taking over duelist duties. That is a massive kill, and that makes it doable.
Anticipates Leo's position, 2-on-2 now, flashes to work with Mixwell, trying to play off a bit quickly.
Surely that turret gives away the advance cross on towards Dice as well. Mixwell finds yet another, and Alfie
Oh,
has got it all to do in the 1v2. We've seen so many clutches from this position, and he finds one. Looking for the 1v1.
Oh my god.
Welcome back, buddy.
Oh boy. Okay, nicely done from Alpha. Huge round. Huge round for that. I think there's 2 people that can't buy from Heretics, so I think that 1v2 clutch is just...
ends up like that.
It's just so impactful.
Absolutely fantastic. And I have to shout out on the site hit, MVP Chronicle. It's a knife center sight, hits both players with their stall util, which made this way simpler in terms of actually getting on the site. It comes close to the end, Alfier clutches it through. But one knife like that instantly opens up the ability for Fnatic to quickly burst into the site. Being able to shut off the utility, the denial from Heretics, it ruined their game plan.
What I will give to Heretics,
all right.
I enjoyed again. I
few
touched on it a
ults
little bit in the last round, how they've rotated around what utility they're stacking with what. We see in the mid.
I love Neil Jackson. Yeah, again, I've known Neil for like 12 years as well. I used to play in a team with Neil for like 2 years, I guess. Maybe a year and a half.
Used to having to deal with the Omen at range. Instead, suddenly you've got the Sky up close. You've got Kellogg's also.
Yeah, I've known both of these coaches for a long time, so I'm enjoying the reaction cams. I'm not gonna lie, whether it's either of them winning or losing.
Effectively, you have 2 flashers and you have 2 like site anchors, right?
Both are buying a Spectre and is against Ecos. He can play a little bit riskier. He can run out. He can be the fast person. I'm so fine with it.
Right outside of B main.
He's playing as well, in terms of how they're playing and doing these ecos, and we saw on the second round as well, he's taking a lot of risks. And with a gun that's not going to completely cost him the round, it means he feels more freer to kind of use them, so it's absolutely fine. Oh my goodness, they went for a punish setup over towards B main, and yeah, the push through middle was just here too early.
Too slow there, catching him off guard. Fnatic were relatively quiet, I think, moving up towards mid.
Do both the coaches know each other? Yeah. Chat. Anyone who's from the UK would like know each other in terms of Valorant. Like everyone would have gone to like LANs and stuff. Majority.
Any possibility to win the round.
Yeah, it's tough because the ball actually got to force your way through here as well. Just playing into that 2 versus 1. Mixwell left standing against the base of 4. It feels like Fnatic maybe started shaky in the first
struggling at the moment.
Really
we haven't seen that many Byrons.
Fnatic might have a couple of ultimates.
Let's wait until we see the Byrons. Speaking of Byrons, we're going to a huge Byron that's going to force them down to eco if they lose, and they're up against 5 ults. Oh no.
But for Fnatic, it means they have every ultimate ready to go.
I felt that personally.
Yeah, did you? Brutal. Yeah, I mean the setup.
Yeah, Lewis, it was crazy.
Like. The
That was
thing
a
is,
crazy one.
It's
actually good though.
Utility. That's what they're waiting for a lot of the time. They're waiting for, you know, some kind of like KO knife, Sovidrone.
Oh man, Nilzina's really going through it. He's really going through it, chat.
Heretics either have to guess to use that utility, or are sitting there.
Crippy's loving it as well. No, it's so good.
And Fnatic have this window in which they can catch them and punish them, and not allow Heretics to get anything done.
I was about to say then for a second, you've started seeing.
You do the low by judge by. The judge can snowball out of control a little bit, though, for sure. It is a little bit risky. I like doing it as well, though, I'm not gonna lie, but I probably, if I played in the game, I probably wouldn't do it like an official.
We're gonna get this back on board. This time, a couple of rounds earlier, set up 4 and 2. They felt in command at the start, but Heretics have slowly let things slip away. And even though they've tried again, rotating out this utility, playing the anchors, as you commented on, it's not working. They needed some more inspiration.
Okay.
The problem is, we've seen it on the last map as well. They came in,
oh man,
ultimates in there. They had the lockdown come out.
It's gonna get so crazy.
Couldn't get things moving. And here to make it even worse, you're against so many ultimates on the side of Fnatic.
So look, you need info to inform
how to become a coach. Right? You gotta get your name out there. There's, I tell you what, depending on where you live, if you live in Europe, you're a little bit lucky because there's loads of like tier 2 teams. So the chance of you getting picked up and trying to get experience and get noticed is a lot easier. Honestly, even if you're not, I think you should probably still kind of target the kind of tier 2 EU EMEA teams. Yeah, and just work your way up, and don't be scared to message people, and just have something good when you do message people to just show them. Right, so the best way to do it in terms of being a coach, or like maybe you have to start as like an analyst or whatever, and just work your way up. Just look at all the tier 2 teams, find their coaches anyway, or their IGLs and message them and just find out who they're playing next week and just anti-strat the person that they're playing next week and just give it to them and see if they like what you have. That's like your best way in my mind.
As we said so many times, still trying to battle their way into this one.
You know, if you ace every round,
It's the hardest part is just getting your foot in the door a lot of the time.
Oh man, all right.
Some of those would come from the ult itself as well.
The thing is, I mean, they're just going to burst onto the site with the lockdown too. Mixwell is forced to remove himself from the situation. But good news is, this Viper Wall, popularized back at lockdown,
does the Molly get destroyed?
It allows you to flood out from CT without actually peeking towards B main. And that's what they're going to use.
And they're in as well, even with a bit of pre-fire coming in from Heretics to try and sway
this is
Fnatic
looking
away.
great at the moment.
They've got inside, they've got 3 on site, they've got 2 holding off.
Yeah, just a good ult combo.
Still holding just off site as well.
Reactions to take mid control.
Is so tough though, because Leo has ult from back boathouse. If you walk down lane or stairs, you are getting hit by a vertical soap ult that hits everything. Actually popping that one pretty early.
1, 2.
Holy hell, I'm so glad the trade came in there, even if it is a 5 HP. The ult was pretty big from Leo. He managed to get a kill and he tagged one.
Wrapping around. I mean, Heretics have no way to get in here. Avova with potential timing.
Not even
then, Durka's waiting for him. And they're going to have to call the save. It all falls apart for
Heretics. And they put some ults into it as well. Fnatic fully in control.
Like I was expecting from Leo, but it's Leo.
Oh man, Heretics really needed to not lose that anti-eco in the 3rd round.
Heard the players coming. Leo slams the ultimate. Again, it's not a dart or a
taller than Nilzinho? Honestly, I'm not sure. I think so, but he might have grown since I saw him last. I saw him at home grounds and I just can't remember.
Making it again look pretty effortless on the side of Fnatic. It was expected coming in. For a second, maybe we
do the same thing for both teams. That's kind of sick. I like that idea.
They did go through 4 of their ultimates in that last round, mind you. But Durkee has still got the one on the go.
Based. I don't want to see you guys saving your ultimates for the perfect ult.
You have to have the good understanding of how like to play, not Kongi. So like learn how you should be playing, and then obviously you can kind of look at your own mistakes after that. Into a team as a GM, kind of similar thing. Just go out there and message people.
I mean,
yeah, again, the hardest part is just getting foot into the door.
Stacking up even within that round.
This is interesting. So quite aggressive as well on the use of the Viper's Pit, just to really hold out aggressive.
They use the Viper Pit into a. I mean, yeah, they kind of need a miracle round. It's about to be 6-2.
They've only got 2 sat there right now.
But what are we doing though? Because yeah, we have a main control, but Fnatic keep punishing through mid. And you can see the 2 players over towards B are closing the door. I think that's the right call. Close door, play for B main control. And then you have Mixwell playing really deep towards spawn. But Mixwell, again, doesn't have a dog.
They're going tree.
I think he only, again, had the 1 flash. Mixwell's just not investing in utility.
They wanted to come... I thought they were going to try and push into the Viper's Pit late, which would have been crazy, but no. It looks like there's a bit of a convergence coming in.
No.
The big C word for you there.
Mid pressure, and then they fall back, and then they get the important kill. So this is just a whole question mark. They broke the door with that kill. They decide to use the knife over towards this. They want to avoid the Viper. There is a gun here, and I think they know that they can just hold this for a little bit.
Second rifle only for the team. That Smoke is going to say thank you and have a backstab here. This is huge.
And he still can't make it work. He looks the wrong way. He gets the flash, but it's just not enough.
Yeah, he's just so sure that there'll be someone holding behind there.
Towards jail. Right idea, wrong execution.
Avova gets 2 right there.
I mean, Avova did great, but it's just not enough.
Man, that's a heartbreaker.
This is a low buy. Again, they have 2-9 on top of this, but I don't have too much faith.
But I think it actually gave the idea that someone was pushing to the smoke, and the players turned around and shot him through. Just an unfortunate situation, not a misplay by any means.
Really composed and slow round for Fnatic as well, where mainly we've seen, you know, we're going mid, we're going to commit towards it, we're making this push happen. Bit of back and forth there, moving between trees.
Alright, they have to step up right now, otherwise it feels pretty much impossible.
We were sat backstage during the green room, you know,
it's already starting to feel like that, but we'll hold out some faith.
Fnatic forcing their way up at time and time again. You're seeing that carry on to it. It's not the same.
Yeah, honestly, I think if you hate Icebox, you haven't watched enough Fnatic VODs. That's like the based and real and true take. Like, sorry, Icebox haters, watch a Fnatic VOD. They make it so interesting. And similarly,
you're an Icebox fan, right?
I'm a big Icebox fan. Absolutely. Again, I watch Fnatic VOD, so it makes sense. But all things considered, I think Fnatic
yeah, I thought it was a good amount of votes. Still hate them out. I get what he's saying. They definitely make it a little bit better to watch. Loud also. Like anyone trying new stuff on.
So it's so free to take early control here.
Oh boy.
And Kellogg's just running around like a headless chicken. I don't even know what that is.
Well, they were trying to play the same setup once
They
again.
wanted to do a mid crunch, and it just felt like everything was a little bit off here. So it's crazy how like 1 second timing makes everything look really bad. I will say Fnatic did great though. I think the calling here was really good. It felt like Boaster knew this was going to happen in reaction to them taking middle.
Fnatic expecting it, and also like the Phoenix Flash. If Fnatic are playing well in mid, you have someone Subrosa, you can have someone top mid. Like, it's really hard to catch everyone. And it wasn't even like Kellogg's was working out of a smoke.
I mean, Kellogg's just committed to the call, right? He just committed to the call. That's what their mid retake is. He kind of did his role, but Fnatic doing everything well and the spacing looking a little bit off made this look like really bad. Like it was bad, don't get me wrong, but he's just following. He's just following the instructions. He's following what works in practice. Still though, round is still on. Round is very much on. They got a molly for this as well if they want to stick.
Get on the spike, throw a nano swarm. Okay, it gets broken.
Oh no, surely. Oh my god, he went for a pop-in. He
He
went for a pop-in swing. You're a crazy guy. Okay. That's so crazy. I mean, the lineup was nearly there. It was really wide though, really wide.
We've actually seen a couple of the rounds Heretics win. It's one player to step up. Previously it was Mixwell over on that B site from Roadhouse. This round it's Zeke.
Look how wide it was. No way, he got over halfway point. He got over the halfway point from that angle. That's so funny.
Still kind of know that Dirkie's got that ultimate back online once again. I think it's up more often than it's not.
Has he used it yet?
I don't think so, but he just keeps
I think he's
holding
just
it.
so wealthy. Like he's actually just the 1%.
He's dripping in gold. He don't care. Not like he needs to do
Okay,
much
well,
else
it's
right
kind
now,
of
but
back
he's
on after
still
that.
so far in the lead.
Let's hold out a little bit of belief. Smoke goes in over towards B. That's a nice hold though. Molly, deep smoke. And then also with the sky, you can kind of just flash this area and just see if they've ever pushed it. So that's kind of nice. We dug over towards middle. 3-person stack here. Omen Flash is here if they want it.
Chilling on the lurk up mid, so he's actually going to hold. I actually think his read is
Smoke
that,
gets rid of the one way.
his
They
lead
push
is
all the way
Heretics
through.
players been rotating maybe through
When is the
markets.
Omen Flash?
There's
And
no
what is the
aggressive
swing
through
like
hard
it? And
to
do we have a
market
molly
himself.
maybe?
But it's here how he controls half the map by himself, right? He's got marking control, he's got out
Oh boy, it's coming. Here comes the flashes.
Team, everything can just go towards A and you haven't got to worry.
Huge setup here with the paranoia into the flash. He sees the teleport. And now he's able to line up a couple of players. Alfier got into A main with the op somehow.
Oh my god.
Now Boo left alone. Leo comes swinging around the corner. Fnatic have
Chat, did he not eat the
Really,
flash?
again, posting up with the op
I thought he ate the flash.
Door closed, and now they can look in for the plant. All you got to do is watch out towards heaven. You got the drone to help you out as well. This feels hard for Heretics to fight their way back in.
Yeah, Mixwell has to wait a little bit longer before the bird gets back in his inventory. How many more seconds?
He's immune.
Otherwise, they're walking into a brutal crossfire.
Yeah, this is pretty
Still
disgusting.
No flash on Mixwell.
Oh,
They're playing it so slow, but the swing is going to be there.
Oh,
Great two
yeah.
kills for Zeke.
Yeah, you could see that unfolding pretty fast.
Flash brings out the shot as well. We've been here before, end of this 1 versus 2, and they
Molly.
even bring out the Viper Pit as well. This is where the shorty could actually work in his favor.
Yeah, but it's too far away. The spike is just completely isolated from him. Alfier
Damn,
cannot
nicely
play
done,
this
especially
round
from
out.
Zeke here.
MVP
Holy
Zeke
hell. Good shots
that,
on the bow.
Finding the 2 kills.
Well, good shots too on the
Also,
bow.
I think unlocking the Viper's
I mean, they're
pit
just
because
holding
of
in.
them.
They're just holding in.
And then
They're going to be
feel
able to
real
keep some
foolish
belief with
for
this.
the operator, not Alfier's
It's
fault.
not convincing, but
Players
it's
falling in hell.
rounds. Yeah,
But
the
an
Omen, he
unwinnable
ate the
spot to
Omen
be in.
Flash. Oh my goodness.
Oh,
Okay.
that was gross.
Grim.
I suspected that was how that one had played out, but sometimes you just got to see it to believe it. Heretics staging a little bit of a fight back here. Not quite yet at the point that you'll feel fully confident to say you can see them bouncing up to a 6-6, but...
I get so nervous when I see the Phoenix over towards middle. Who's the dart shooter? So we've at least got Sky on dart shooting duties. Let's see if it happens. Where's my dart at?
Makes it harder to work into that. So maybe we see that come online as a post.
Okay, it's nowhere.
A little bit later on.
Phoenix.
Setup
the
from
Phoenix
Killjoy
op.
is super deep. Oftentimes you'll see that put down in tree. If you're not playing with a primary flash or a Sky or a Phoenix in tree, you'll see the double mollies down in that area. But actually,
Oh, that's nice, and it lands, and then you can use your drone as well. Oh, that's grim. That's oh man, that's a nice hit. There's a good. I was gonna say there's a good kill setup over towards Jenny. 23, 74.
Nipping away. Looking to try and get the spike down there a second ago as we see the retake already coming in a little bit early from Heretics. They were grouping up for a second on door, but with it being closed off, Boaster.
Yeah, they're overwhelmed with that dart and then using the drone once they go through with the. That's such a nice hit with the dash and the TP out as well. You give them 2 chances to spray through the smokes. That's a really cool hit.
Nope.
Wow, nice.
How did that even work out with Chronicle falling down? Durka gets 2, but again, falling down to a 2 versus 2. It could go either way.
Oh, no.
Vova finds the Phoenix Feather. Now Vova in a 1 versus 2. Smokes himself, so he can take this to half. The shock darts are coming through. Down to so little. He's reloading. He has time. He has time.
No! Leo finding him on the spray.
That was real close. Chat, what a sick B hit though. Like what a sick B hit. We got Recon that goes here. Then we have like a it was like smoke TP I think, and then jet dash into this smoke. So 2 people go in. Recon's landed to try and get some tags, and then behind them there's a drone following in to try and get another kill through the 2 smokes. So it's sick.
Somehow, okay, that actually got a kill back.
Retake was nice though as well. The molly to push him out of the place, and then the flash on top of it. So they run forwards, eat the flash. This was a cool round to watch, to be honest with you.
Absolutely.
There's a lot of nice stuff here. What did I say? B? Sorry, A chat.
Actually get on the board. He gets 3 kills that round. Prior had just been shut out to the 1, and now he's feeling himself just a bit. I like this. Finally seeing an aggressive fight for B main, like actually pushing to play off of those flashes.
Oh no. Oh no, it's the jump spot as well.
Somewhat. Spread across the map 2 and 2. The Killjoy utility is fully in. Oh, we see a player down bot
The
side.
little flash on top. Oh my god. He's just sending it in. No, come on.
Vova with the shotgun tears him down, and Z can reposition using that Viper's wall onto site.
Durka's been saving that ult for like half of this half as well.
Yeah, he literally saved it for that.
Mixwell knows if he didn't get that one,
he didn't want to go the whole half without using it for sure.
Sure enough, does fall.
Again, Leo
is unreal with them, right?
He ducked too hard.
I actually think his shock dart hit percentage is higher than his like headshot percent. I don't know. It's nuts. This guy can't.
Yeah, his shocks are just mental.
So much impact.
30 seconds left.
He has the best shocks in the game. It feels like.
Is it too bold to say best Sova world? I don't think
like
so.
all just freehand, just knowing where people are as well. It's all just like situational. It's never like real lineups. It's just like, yep, this guy's here.
7 and 5 half doesn't feel
The
like
recovery
end of the
wasn't too bad. It was a bad start from Heretics after their like this round was everything,
it was
right?
not that. They strung together 3 at the very end of things.
Yeah, this is nice. Out of the 4, they get this.
What, 6 and 2?
Still have to win a pistol. Still insanely hard to win this.
Necessarily convinced on how this.
Let's see if they got some cool stuff with the Viper. Viper double flash
what do we know
has
about,
potential.
Like, on this map? Because this is something EMEA would have seen screenplay this. We saw it played a couple of times.
But I also think on the defense side, Fnatic are going to have a fun time with a lot of crossfires.
Right,
they can play in a lot of positions that normally aren't free.
Dashes in onto B, hits that switch, closes the door, right? You have so much flexibility to quickly play off your teammate's utility. Instead, I think Heretics have to play a little bit slower in a way when it actually comes to
have a good attack side, maybe.
They have to play through mid early on, which means they have to deal with an operator. So using their double smokes, maybe a Viper or blind up down bottom mid to be able to stop Durka from getting an operator and executing with that.
Well, it feels like playing around the smokes to get close and then making use of the flashes at such close ranges to go to play.
Because
they couldn't make it work on defense, but on attack, different story.
Especially on that A side, we saw Fnatic didn't actually split into A co-op. The reason was always through mid.
Surely, chat. Surely someone else saw that. That was incredible.
Dashing his way onto site, so they can just
dude, what did he just drink?
Have to play for that. The thing is, with Phoenix, you can't do that as reliably, right? You could get shut down if there's, you know, Killjoy utility on the floor, right? Jet can just go straight past that. So it's much more important for Team Heretics to play through mid, especially through tree, if they want to split their way onto the A side.
Yeah, someone clipped it. That was crazy.
It's kind of wild what they can do. And even when they go over towards
it was pure disgust in her face from whatever he done.
Even block off lane, work over towards stairs. There's a lot of unique options you have with his kit.
Let's just wait for this half-time to conclude. 2 highlights here for you as well. Really, you're going to see a lot of clips around mid, I feel. That is where a lot of the action seems to center itself.
Himeno, thank you for the clip.
But sometimes, just even in the early round, we saw the early aggression coming out from Heretics, looking to aggress onto Fnatic, not give them any room to breathe. But after 2 or 3 rounds, Fnatic really got a feel for that and came to expect it. That is why I think a lot of the action started shifting over towards the A side.
Yeah, I think Heretics also struggled to know when to actually use those flash abilities, right? When Fnatic were playing slow or playing without providing a lot of information, they caught Heretics a couple of times just with util in hands. And it really came down to a couple of different individuals on Heretics to stand up in big rounds. Mixwell, Zeke stepping up. I think Zeke had a couple that he was able to steal away against Fnatic. Mixwell had his from backside B. We're going to need more of that. We're going to need more of that from them if they want to turn this around.
Well, halftime done and dusted. Let's see how their attack inside goes. We are looking at that double smoke, double flash. That really is going to be the primary tools they're looking to operate into the second half. On the other side, as you've already said, that op could be a difference maker for Fnatic. Slow walk up towards A to get things underway.
Kills set up over towards here.
Also has this deep
Dahaka tucked in. He's going to be swinging off the contact of this, maybe?
Sing again, Kellogg's getting hammered a bit with utility, but is able to turn it right around and shut down
Mixwell manages to survive for this. They have nade for retake. They have a lock,
Can't
though.
stop anything about this by the looks of it. No, in fact, yes, there we go.
Yeah,
Oh, they might fast go with that.
Someone's got to clip all these. It'll be a good 10-minute highlight reel, but that'll be fantastic to see.
Yeah, they went fast with this one. That kill actually stopped everything.
A massive wave.
One person has to go out of position to replant. It's all a nightmare.
2 players offside.
Nicely done from Fnatic here.
Heretics get slaughtered on the site.
Here they get wrecked. Good Killjoy. Good Killjoy. I mean, good just util in terms of this, right? And again, pistols, people are prioritizing rifles. Prioritizing like frenzies and ghosts a lot. So having like kill util is really, really strong at the moment. So double molly, alarm bot, and then double shock on top of this as well. Most likely you can get some kind of kill. And yep, that actually won them it. Then we lose a person that's watching somewhere, and then we insta go fast. It's pretty smart. And again, it's a good way when, like I said, people are kind of prioritizing sheriffs, frenzies, ghosts.
Yeah, I didn't hear from the desk, but I saw it from Reddit. Reddit's never betrayed me, so.
Looking like a good game plan from Fnatic already coming out. Stop this. Yeah, stop this Phoenix from getting these orbs. Right, just hold on to at least one of these mains. Don't give them anything for free. You do not want to just, especially on their ecos, you do not want to let them farm this and then go back and farm this, right?
Too far ahead of the team, or is the first one to fall? Fnatic once again just sitting back and just waiting to see what comes next. This is where, back in that first half, Fnatic would sniff around mid and really look for that to be their push. Heretics look very keen on tree and pushing in towards A through wine, but it's constantly being re-smoked out by Fnatic.
Yeah, just hoping someone will show their face against them. Realistically, Kellogg's is just going to play to farm orbs throughout this half. Again, 6-point ult orb. That's so powerful, and that effectively becomes your dive. How you get into the site is you just have that extra body, and then you feel less bad about not having a Jet or a Raze, someone that can close the gap very easily.
It's the Evoke with his TP in there, mind you. So he has got pretty close here and has a good angle on towards Chronicle, who's got no idea that he's coming. That's a great way to get tree control. And now
this box here, though, against no Sova, just this whole box anywhere there is just insane. Again, no Sova, no Fade. Like this box, you're gonna get so many anywhere over towards her.
It's not going to happen, but we will continue to watch this Viper Wall, because I think this Viper Wall is a really interesting one in terms of like blocking off the cat peek from a potential operator later on, but also sort of guiding your
pistol,
way into
eco out of the way.
Right?
Let's see what they've got at their full buy at least. We get some heavy armors. Kellogg's is one away, so Orb is pretty important in this one. They got shut down over towards A. Are we now going to try and just take the B one?
On the right-hand side. That one gets thrown up. That alarm is giving you absolutely zero value.
Rolling over 3 of the Bulldogs into this round as well. Fnatic very confident. Keep on stacking up that economy.
He missed!
How dare
he? It is possible. The random shock at
See, the next stat you really need is how many he's landed in a row. That's the measure you need.
Oh wait, this one's gonna hit the
past just landing. It's how many he actually lands in a row. There we go. Did he tickle him? He tickled him.
Yeah, that did some decent damage.
Yeah, it's decent.
30,
46,
31.
Shadows traveling.
I didn't see how much you have previously.
Okay, that's an all into this one. Again, they were just punishing A, so I think they called from Heretics to go and take this one. I guess kind of for free, but obviously not for free because he took some damage. They get over towards short. Oh, XX. Oh, the knife's gonna be everything. Oh. Yeah, he got the O off just before as well. Keep an eye on Jet. Nice flash. Oh my god. The one way was up the whole time as well. Ooh, nice shot.
Mixwell gets this kill so they can try to pinch down onto Boaster, but they still have to be worried about Hell. The spike.
Yeah, they still have to get this. They still have to deal with Darker and get the spike there. He gets another one.
You gotta love that.
Chronicle's been here for so long. Oh, someone pinged it.
The ping's there. They know. They absolutely know, and he didn't have too much joy from this angle earlier on.
Do they?
Sort of changed the shoulder. We saw the ping coming out. Let that one get away from them though. Now turn it down
Okay,
to
the recovery was there, but yeah, I'm with the casters. I saw a ping and then nothing happened afterwards.
And Kellogg's even gets 2 orbs after the
Still nicely done from Fnatic. Good bonus run for them. Good damage done.
That's what we want to see from Heretics.
And Phoenix all out.
A new fold enters for Fnatic. Durka has that operator. Oh yeah. Oh no.
Oh no.
No, okay.
To be fair.
Oh, well, we're just going to show the missed shock dart, are we?
Not the one that hit, just like, 20 seconds
No,
later.
This is Leo slander.
That's disrespectful.
What I will give is the position was fine. Just purely a timing
You know
thing.
what I'm down with, though? We could just, lie as a broadcast, right? We could only show the misses from Leo and get everyone to underestimate him, right? For all,
nice.
even all the Fnatic
Kill
players,
setup over
so
towards
bad
short.
plays,
That's the
and then
standard easy
when it
one as
comes to
well.
Tokyo,
Good info over
all
towards
these
A
teams
main
are
at
just
the
gonna go
moment. They
fast,
haven't
like,
been
all fell off
disrespecting this
after
smoke,
lock-in,
so
and then all of a
this
sudden
will stay up for a
every
little
round they're
bit.
getting
I
shocked
say is I
feel
think
he
they
has like a
literally
kill
just
feed,
shot
though,
it.
'cause He's got a good view across the series.
That's good counterplay, you're right.
Even if you can't see it on screen, you know it's coming.
Yeah, maybe it doesn't work.
Recon top mid, gets shot.
Flaw in the plan, because he actually gets
Yeah,
kills.
so nice.
As
Can
does Durka.
Phoenix do that?
No.
Sorry, I sound like
Oh
a real
my.
Phoenix hater. I actually really
This is kinda
appreciate
cool,
that
though.
Heretics are mixing things up, but this is the problem. And one thing that I hope we see a little bit differently in Heretics' attack, right now they've just been using the Omen smoke bottom mid, but if Zeke is throwing orb
Doing really good
lines,
at moving
one thing they
Durka
can
around as well.
murder a Jet playing down bench, down bottom mid.
Heretics
Because
managed
you
to
have
dodge one
control
in
when
terms
you
of the
drop
calling here.
smoke
Nicely
on
done
Viper
from them.
counter to every other agent. No other agent can do that.
And they
You
can't
can
even be
pull that
bothered.
down
Like
and
this
swing
wall, a
with
lot of the
both
time
players.
is you kind of
Jet
separate the
has
Killjoy,
She can't
Molly,
teleport
and
away
you can
as far as Chamber
apply
can.
pressure over towards
So
middle.
sometimes
They're
that
just going for
dash
straight up
isn't
just
enough
kill,
to get out of harm's way if she's all the way down.
kill alarm
And
bots,
that's why you're
kill
largely relying
setups.
on playing on Heaven here as well, so you kind of step across
3
the
people
EDB
here.
cover if there's a flash that comes in from Kellogg's,
He has
for
double
example.
flash and knives
Down to
coming
about
up,
20 seconds
and
or
there's
so, this is
18
where that
seconds
hit's gonna
left.
come in. This is where they're gonna find these
I mean,
kills
5
in.
HP.
Oh my, Leo from backside too. There's 2
There's a
players
small-
on site.
small
Heretics have
window
to get
into
through
that one.
7 seconds left. There's absolutely no time. Leo continuing to stall. Can he find the planter? No. He does.
No, okay,
On
I had
the
to get
left
up.
to pull off to stop it coming through, and the round is done.
Yeah,
Rue
this
can
is
do
not a good
nothing
sign.
But fall.
We got a pick, we move in. Got it?
Leo is
Felt like
just
the op
blowing
caught him
my
off a
mind this
little
game,
bit
man.
here. I say a little bit.
It's
The
hard
op fully
because you can say
caught
the
him
same
off.
about, I mean, both had a great first map too. Durka has been unbelievable throughout, as you come to expect, but Leo especially, really impressive.
Yeah, Leo
It's not
just
the shot
staying
darts.
alive the whole time as well.
Timing on the Hunter's Fury,
Okay.
combinations of those.
Last time out from them.
But also the kills that come out in these
It's
late
gonna
rounds.
have to
Shooting
be-
games, 3K,
Yeah.
exactly.
Doing a little bit of everything.
The
Can't stop
best, the best tactical timeout
Because now
of
Heretics,
Nilzinho's career.
I think primary objective here is, okay, where do we think Durka's going to be playing? How do we stop that control around mid? Because I don't love Heretics' odds of trying to play straight out.
Fnatic play well though. Like you gotta remember, there's a lot of prime example. I'll give you a prime example, Aaron. Do you remember that round where they crunched over towards middle and Kellogg's looked like he went really early and it looked like a bad round? It fell apart. That against another team that isn't doing what Fnatic was doing has a relatively good chance of working. So when the team does something really, really good, it makes the other team look bad in certain situations. So that's also the kind of thing in terms of what we saw in K-Corp, right? It was, for sure, doing a lot of bad stuff, but the fact that Heretics were doing good stuff as well, it just kind of escalated it. But it's the same thing. That's the prime example I can give, was that round where they pushed and wanted to crunch middle. It looked way worse than it was because Fnatic did the perfect thing to like isolate the one person that was overextended. I do agree with that as well, though, Aaron. Like what you're saying there is also very, very true. But it looks worse than it is, I guess, is what I'm trying to say.
Put the alarm bot in mid, in front of that by the wall.
What did you say, Desperate?
Down on that B site, block off lane, these types of ideas.
It's very much the stat they've got that is ready and waiting for any kind of push to come through. And actually, looks like here for that first time we are going to see.
Dude, I can't find it. Oh, here we go.
Kellogg's tape orb. Let's run the.
No, not really. I only do a lot of in-game stuff. I've been told to read a lot of stuff, and I think that's probably, in terms of like me personally, that's where I could improve the most, with like interaction with like players and understanding like a lot of that stuff. So I think that's like where definitely I'm aware that in terms of coaching I could improve the most. So I probably should read a lot of that kind of stuff. For sure.
Anything beyond that probably is going to be considered a bonus, but you can't.
Yeah, I've been recommended a lot of good books in terms of like psychology stuff, especially sports related. Yeah, we have seen the Phoenix ult. We saw it on the third round. The Yara looked good in Fracture.
Actually, if he doesn't, he could be in a little bit of trouble. Depending on if they show to
5 people.
First. Well, no, because they don't have to show to Chronicle first on this angle. Yeah, that's what I'm
nice shot, though.
Terrible setup for
Fnatic. Ooh, it's still not. Yeah, they did great, but it's still not too bad at the moment. Oh no. Oh no.
Mid, they don't have an alarm bot there because they were expecting to have a forward position. So, caught a little bit lacking with Durka holding on to main there.
What a range.
Oh, shot.
Over finds his man.
Just fly swatting right there.
This has gone much better than we would have hoped for, as I said.
Nicely handled though. Alpha jumping through, Boaster swinging on this. Like everything is so perfect from them. It was a nice try. It was definitely a nice try from Avova.
They probably lose it, yeah.
Yeah, that's a 1 round for Heretics. That said, I think that was a rare, like, poor setup from Fnatic. Just like literally.
Nah, we're done after this one in terms of tonight.
Chronicle hard baiting him on that. Maybe that was the idea. It's possible. You never know.
I mean, with the way it worked out, they could go, yeah, totally planned, man. Yeah. We got this in the bag.
Yeah, wait, I'm trolling. I mean, so if Kellogg's has gotten the B main orb, he could, with the death, he would have 6. But yeah, I just completely was like disregarding the fact that he would have to die at the end of that round and be 1 off. So
I was wondering what's going down here. Oh no. The first time they get this out and they go for a heavy B main hit.
United rivalry.
This gun, man.
Can we turn the volume down?
I know.
Yeah, I felt like it could have gone worse. The hill covers a lot of this up.
My poor ears.
It's a terrible day for ears, actually.
All right, the rotate off towards A coming in by the looks of it as well, or it could be Tree. It could just be duping us for the second time.
They wanted to.
Just check in on the Viper.
Just if they want to, you never know.
The Viper orb in B main does make sense. It's really to stop the aggressive push from a.
Look at this though. Look at this call. Look at this call right now. Oh boy.
There's potential for a late lurk.
Okay. It's unlucky.
No alarm bot to spot out his position.
But yeah, it was pretty obvious, right, in terms of 1 orb away from his ult. They tried to get B main with a lot of people. They denied it with this, so obviously the next step is for them to just go get the A main, right? So then you can just stack a lot of people here. They had 3 people here with the Killjoy setup as well, and they were all over them. Again, Phoenix makes the calling on defense a little bit easier, especially when the most obvious and main game plan always is, right, just stack orbs on the Phoenix. That's why he's good, right? 6 ults. So, good calling again from Boaster. But
poor Boo needs to find some way to survive. But the smoke's gonna drop actually the rare whiff out of Durka. Now it's up to Fnatic to try and recover that rifle.
But against 4, there's just nothing to be done. They fail on that one.
But also, nice plan from Fnatic into this one. Nice plan for sure. 6 chances, and I have a lot of faith in them to close this out. At least Heretics can maybe get this close. Like, at least a little bit closer. They got some ults.
Somehow you got to train, what, 6 rounds back to back?
Yeah, I think reflecting on this, Heretics just had to have a more effective defense. Yes. I'm sure, like,
too risky.
We've seen
Chronos.
some ideas of how they want to play.
We're only thinking it because we can see the B's empty, right?
Durka continuing to just take forward stances in mid. It shut down Heretics' ability to play through that area of the map in the same way that on Icebox, when he
M2R,
realized,
thank you so much, dude. Appreciate that.
I'm going to push A and fight them, and he's winning every engagement. It shut down their ability to win
I like the
rounds on
Viper.
their attack.
EMEA loves Viper probably more than me. EMEA's a big Viper fan.
Respect though, because they have forced Durka off of the angle. Like,
Fnatic play Liquid next, yeah.
of using multiple smokes, the walls, and now splitting into A.
Oh
They're
boy.
getting carved up. The Sovolt into
Oh
the,
god.
Getting pushed back into the util.
Oh
It's gorgeous.
god. Any
Just
chance
so well prepped yet
gets a
again.
little bit
It's
worse with that
but
one.
again, the tree push
What's
has
this duel
been
like?
so readable. Fnatic have stacked it every single round. They've got
Okay,
some
important
control.
kill.
Kellogg's in for one. Now Durka's posted up
fall
on the
back
high
with this
ground,
as well.
waiting for the
If
hop. He's
Zeke
daring for it. He does come up, but
gets
backs
the
away once he
plant,
gets
that's
flashed.
all.
Yeah, Fnatic can have to back out of this one, play retake. Durka really trying to hold his ground. Oh, he's not going to quite make it. A bit unfortunate there, but he was going to be slow in the retake anyways. Look at Boaster ulting into the spawn, trying to get a flank going.
He's going to
Heretics
have
won't
just a
exactly know.
free
They can
spam of
expect
this.
this will come in, but without
Boasties
Killjoy
might have
using
earned
the
this.
A main, it will
Kenrick,
not be
thank you so
fun.
much.
That's it,
Will,
though. Sorry,
Bevan,
plays defeats
welcome
his
into the
ways.
Slug
If
Club.
he gets this right, this could be deadly.
Even when he,
But of course,
like, how is he
another
so
shot
good?
lands. He's got to stop this.
Zeke has to be a goblin inside of this ultimate, playing so close here, but everyone's fallen. 1 versus 3. What can he do? Players
Damn,
dropping off.
again, shorties against Viper ults. Make sure you buy them. Disgusting. This was disgusting. Nicely done from Fnatic. Alright, chat, you lot were right. They weren't going to get 8 rounds.
Dominance through and through.
I mean, dominance is the word to summarize that series. Durka's dominance especially. 47 kills, I think he ended on that, maybe even 48. But across both maps, just did not give it a look at 20.
Yeah, I think he thought they were gonna. I don't know though. He probably could have got a better all off, but it's okay.
If you can't figure out a way to stop Durka from fighting you early, you will not find ways to beat Fnatic. That is so tough. Even if you don't fight Durka, you're walking straight into the shock darts of Leo. The man, an absolute aimer. I don't know, it's just crazy.
You can insert any positive word there and it'll fit just fine.
Precise.
You know, for Heretics, one to go away and look at as well. You know, we're getting to that point now where you're nearly almost halfway through the season, and with the Super Week last week pushing us in towards that point, it's time to start getting some big points on the board. But it's not coming against Fnatic.
I'm like 30 seconds too late to this, and people have probably said this.
Is there a word you've got in mind?
We'll definitely stick around because I like their you know when they do the final game and they have a sit down with one person. It's actually pretty cool, like the longer interview with more of them.
Done yet. Yeah. I'm disappointed in myself too, it's fine.
Who has a chance against Fnatic?
Let's take a look at some of our Prime Gaming match highlights as well. There are a good few ones there. They're all going to show
I don't know, in theory Na'Vi, but it's like, they look pretty far ahead of
They had a couple
everyone.
of big moments individually across these maps. I think
Especially as alphas now, yeah.
Multiple fantastic lurks on the attacking side of Icebox, but then when it came to how Fnatic wanted to
Durka
play,
went
split
16
hits
to
into
3,
the
first kills, first deaths. What the hell?
unstoppable.
I will give some credit though, as you did.
16 to 3.
Trying something a little bit different.
In how many rounds
Being
altogether?
brought out for the first time in VCT EMEA here in 2023. Maybe not quite the impact many were hoping it would
What was
have.
the score on this one? Because it was 16 for the first, and what's the end score of this?
So powerful right now.
Yeah, I
In
mean, I just think
35? That's kinda
Fnatic,
nuts.
especially early on in that first half, playing super quietly, playing slowly up through, so as not to give any
Chai's
info
involved in
for
so
when Heretics
many.
needed to pop the flash around the corner.
Involved in over
That was
50%
so
at the
rough.
first
And then
duel.
you saw the